Hi, welcome to my channel, welcome to my vlog. Today is a hair day / get ready with me. I'm getting ready to go to my mom's. She's having her girls over to celebrate Keefmas. You know Keith Richards, the guitarist from the Rolling Stones? It's his birthday on December 18th. We call it Keefmas. We use this day to get our sisters and their families together to exchange Christmas gifts. We wear cheetah or Rolling Stones t-shirt, listen to the Rolling Stones music, and eat shepherd's pie, and the drinkers drink whiskey. I'm cutting a few inches off, trimming my bangs, and dyeing my hair. I'm starting my hair by brushing it out and putting it in sections of 8. I'm tying the sections off with clear elastics. The clear elastics are also being used as markers, and I'll show you what I mean when I start cutting. The length I want is somewhere between my shoulder and collarbone, just somewhere in there. Keefmas has been celebrated in my family for many years. The first one I remember was maybe 2010. I know I celebrated at least one at home before moving to Seattle in 2011, and in Seattle my aunt would have me over for Keefmas. Same thing there, cheetah, music, shepherd's pie. Here's a picture from one of our dinners in 2013. If she was not available, I'd Skype home and cook along with my mom and sisters. Someone would go, okay, I'm browning the meat, and somebody would go, okay, I'm mashing the potatoes, and we'd cheer frequently, happy Keefmas, happy Keefmas. I was a flight attendant at the time. If I didn't get December 18th off of work, I'd hunt down a restaurant with shepherd's pie on the menu, and more than once I flew home for Keefmas and not Christmas. I use this elastic band method to cut my hair a few times. I watch and rewatch Angelica Gomez's tutorial before I'm ready to cut. I'll link that below in the description if you want to watch it. The point of the elastic bands for this round is to determine the length that I want. For a cut straight across the back, the elastics need to line up, and I'll tie the elastics high and scooch them down as needed. I've finished my left side and will do the same to the right. I check to make sure the elastics are even by pulling them under my chin. If they touch at the same spot, they're good to go. Here are my sections. I am happy with the placement of the elastics and will tie on the second set. These bands are to hold the hair in a bundle after I cut it. It keeps it together, keeps it tidy. It doesn't matter where these go as long as they're under the first row. See the space between the bands? That's where I'll cut. And here comes the moment of truth. And I snip each one. They kind of look like sage bundles I cleanse my room with, like blessed be, peace and serenity. Only I'm not gonna set these on fire. You ever smell burnt hair? It's awful. The first time I ever smelled burnt hair was my own. I was young, and I wanted to read a book next to a candle, a lit candle, because I thought it was like mature, girly thing to do. But I reached over the candle to get something, and my hair caught, and I heard it first and I smelled it second. Anyway, can you believe we're celebrating the 82nd birthday of a man who was on the list of most likely to die for a decade in the 70s? It's amazing. And this is the last snip. Let's see how it looks. All the leftover rubber bands come out. I brush through it and I check on the evenness from section to section. I already see some sections that will need to be blended with my shears. With the scissors, I'll take the sections individually again and blend them by snipping at the ends vertically. They I say in air quotes, they say that after the nukes go off, the only thing that will be left is cockroaches and Keith Richards. I mean, people write songs about it. Here's one. While I was editing this video, I found a song by the passionate and objective poker face called Keith Richards is Never Gonna Die. Have a listen.
Keith Richards, he's never gonna die. No, he's never gonna die. He's never gonna die. He's just gonna keep on mumbling and playing his guitar. He ain't never gonna die.
I can see Keith mumbling and playing guitar through life post-nuclear warfare. Cutting the back of my head gives me the most dread. Bangs, I'll do them every day. The rest of my hair gets the chop a little bit here and there. But doesn't this look great? One snip, one touch up, and it looks good. I'm very happy with the way this cut came out. Boop. On to my bangs. I tied the majority of my hair back and I comb forward my bangs. Before I even touch them, I watched Brad Mondo's tutorial on how to cut bangs. I'll link that below too. He shows 3 different lengths from the longest to the shortest. It's very clever how he does it. When I'm confident, I prep my hair to be cut. I start with the middle of my forehead. I do it in thirds, center between my brows, middle over my brows, and ends next to my brows. And then I'll do the same thing I did before and blend the sections using vertical snips. I am combing into my second section. I'm looking for the disconnect in my hair and make a diagonal cut. I cut short by my fingertips and work longer towards my palm. I'll do that to both sides. If you like this kind of content, I would say subscribe. You can like and share this video and even say hi to me in the comments. I post vlogs like these and open studios where I show you what I'm working on for my Etsy store and street vendings. My winter schedule is to post long and short content every 2 weeks minimum. Subscribing and opting in for notifications will tell you when I've posted. Just saying. Long-form content like this is new for the channel, but I have many shorts of me drying flowers and preserving them into magnets, mirrors, and pinback buttons. I took last winter to press larger flowers, large meaning bigger than 2.25 inches. That's the biggest machine I have. I just had fun drying them and arranging them. Maybe I'll preserve bouquets in the future. Currently, on the grocery store bouquets I've been practicing on, I can successfully dry a portion of it, like enough to have a memento from your bouquet, but not the whole thing. More on that next winter. Now with my bangs, I cut some definition into them so it's not so blunt. I section in 3s horizontally and do my vertical snips. There is Rolling Stones lore around Keith Richards and his shepherd's pie. It was on his rider for a long time. He wanted it in his dressing room at the place they were playing that night for dinner. Only he's allowed to cut into it first. It's called busting the crust. One time, someone helped themselves to Keith's food. He had a shit fit and yelled at everyone, and I quote, "Don't bust my crust, baby." And this is why we eat shepherd's pie on Keefmas. And here is the cut. I wanted a choppy bob with bangs, and that's what I got. Now I have to do something about this color. I've been doing light reddish blonde by L'Oreal for about 3 years. It's cute. It's the lightest color besides bleach I've ever gone. Plus, to wear it for long, as I have, is rare too. I usually go with dark brown reds. You know Sandra Bullock as Sally Owens in Practical Magic? There's a scene, she's moving back into her aunt's house with her children, and she's telling her aunts in the front yard that her children are never going to learn magic. Her hair has a slight breeze pushing it back behind her shoulders. It's brown with this glowy red outline. That's my go-to. That's my favorite hair to do for myself. But not today. I'm not going outside, and all I have is Cherry Red by Revlon. So you know all that sectioning I was doing in the first part of the video? That all went out the window when my arms got tired. Sorry, Brad Mondo. For dyeing my hair, I do the hope for the best method by slathering it all over. I started with my roots because they're the darkest. Then I spread the dye to slick my hair back and working my way to the ends. I used the whole bottle and let it sit for 25 minutes. And here is the reveal. Ta-da! A choppy bob with bangs colored red. I like it. Here's my outfit. And Keith busting the crust. Later. Happy Keefmas, everyone.